If you've ever felt mentally foggy, scattered, or like your brain isn't keeping up with the pace of your life, you're not alone. And here's something you may not have considered. The root of that issue might not be in your head, it might be in your neck. Let me explain. A groundbreaking study explored whether adjusting the cervical spine, specifically the C2 vertebrae, could change how the brain functions. Hi, I'm Dr. Graham Jenkins from 100 Plus Living Health Centers. Researchers in this incredible study worked with 500 volunteers. Each person received a very specific chiropractic adjustment, and then their brain activity was measured using cortical mapping before and after the adjustment. This was a double-blind, controlled study, and the results were remarkable. What they found was that a single cervical adjustment could cause measurable changes in brain hemisphere activity. In fact, depending on where the adjustment was applied and which side of the brain was dominant, the adjustment would either increase or decrease activity in that specific hemisphere. In simpler terms, chiropractic adjustments to the neck helped restore balance between the left and right sides of the brain. This is what we call hemispheric reintegration. And it's a big deal because when your brain hemispheres are out of sync, you're more likely to feel mentally foggy, emotionally reactive, or just off. But when we restore the structural balance to the spine, we allow the nerve system to recalibrate and the brain starts firing on all cylinders again. Now, this study from Dr. Frederick Carrick isn't the only one pointing us in this direction. Dr. Heidi Havik, a leading chiropractic neuroscientist, has published several studies showing that chiropractic adjustments affect how the prefrontal cortex function. That's the part of your brain responsible for focus, executive function, emotional regulation, and coordination. So when it's running more efficiently, you don't just feel better, you think better. And in our practice, we see this play out in real life almost every week. Let me tell you about Alex. Alex, a 38-year-old software developer who came into our clinic with some pretty common complaints: brain fog, headaches, trouble sleeping, and difficulty focusing at work. He's frustrated. He wasn't in pain, but he felt like his brain was constantly under strain. When we did a postural and spinal analysis, we found lateral head shift and flattening of his cervical curve. That kind of structural misalignment can send constant stress signals to the brain, and over time, it wears you down. So we designed a corrective care plan using chiropractic biophysics, which included targeted adjustments, mirror image traction, and posture-based rehab. Within a few weeks, Alex reported he was sleeping better, he's more focused at work, and by the end of the first part of his program, he told me, "It feels like somebody turned the lights back on in my brain." See, that's the kind of transformation we aim for at the 100 Plus Living Health Centers. We're one of only 2 advanced certified chiropractic biophysics offices in all of Western Canada. We use structural correction to reduce interference in the nerve system because when the spine is aligned, the brain can function the way it was designed to. So if you're feeling foggy, tired, or like your mental clarity has taken a hit, I encourage you to look beyond symptoms. Let's assess the structure of your spine and find out if it's interfering with your neurological performance. Because when your spine is balanced, your brain is able to be clear and your life runs better. Thanks for watching. I'm Dr. Graham Jenkins, and if you want to stay on top of research like this so you can improve your life, stay sharp, stay strong, and keep living the 100 Plus Living life, make sure you follow me at Dr. Graham Jenkins and follow 100 Plus Living as well. We will continue to break down the myth that it's a chore to live to 100. We'll share the research breakthroughs that active centurions have lived and are living to stay healthy and active into the 3-digit club. Talk soon.